Well, pretty much Chaincoin has become essentially a cult. So as of today, a couple days after my last video about Chaincoin, pointing out tactics, not even like really talking anything down about the coin itself, but the tactics that were being used by some of the people in this whole HODL group. I've spent 2 days getting flamed and yelled at and talked down to, as if they apparently didn't watch the video and just went straight to the personal attacks. And which literally just proved my point, which was if you don't join in, they're going to attack you. They're going to talk down to you. They're going to insult you. They're going to threaten you. I got my first "Go kill yourself" comment, which was amazing. I went and bought ice cream as a celebratory thing. Because it literally was just like, cool, you guys are giving me exactly what I wanted, which is proof that you're full of shit. Now today, a couple days later, the HODL group now has a website. The Slack is still very active. High on Coins is like, I guess is the emotional, advert for why you should be joining his community, and why the chain gang, as they like to call themselves, is so important as a movement. But seems to fail to mention a few things, such as the fact that development really hasn't been active in the chain on Chaincoin. The Slack for Chaincoin doesn't exist. It's now the only time you can get into a Slack to talk about it is if you go to the HODL Chaincoin thing. And it just keeps going and it keeps going. He talks about how he's, his hold system has made people millionaires, but you can't hold something and become a millionaire. You have to sell it in cryptocurrencies. You have to actually be able to trade that for monetary. The coin hasn't gotten up high enough in a week to have enough master nodes, unless somebody really has that many fucking coins in their own personal pocket that are getting that, is pulling off $1 million in a day. You have the pump and dump guys. So the pump and hold scam is the same, right? As pretty much what everybody is calling it, the scam, because you can't become a millionaire without fucking selling something, which completely violates your supposed code of holding on to those coins, right? You saw it went up to 6, dropped down to like under 2. Now it's going back around 3 as more people are seeing this as the time to buy in because other people left. How silly of them to leave. No, those are all the guys that bought in at 5 fucking cents and 10 cents and 8 cents that were like, shit, I'm up $1,500 or I'm up $150,000 or I'm up $2 million because people bought into this, right? They took their money and left. So those hold walls, those buy walls that are, supposed to protect your money and your investment for long periods of time, it's not really there. Otherwise, people wouldn't have made millions of dollars. People wouldn't be able to go buy new cars. They wouldn't have been able to quit their jobs. The masternodes don't work in that aspect. So, given all that, let's talk about why it's verging on a cult. Okay, and here I got a wonderful website here. It says warning signs of why of a cult. Okay, do they claim to have a special corner on the truth or something no other group has, like a special corner on the crypto market for a chain coin, and nobody else has the 50+% that they're getting, and they're constantly buying, even though the wallets for them, there's a wallet with like half of it as a burn wallet, so somebody's preparing to make later like higher, lower supply, higher demand. Sorry, I forgot what I was fucking going with that. So there's that. All right. Are you told not to question what is being taught, as the leadership is godly, honest, has divine authority, and you must trust them, right? So one of the biggest comments people constantly say, and they've said it on my YouTube and other people's YouTubes and Steemits and on Facebook, is, we believe in this movement. It's truthful. It's you guys are all bad. You're all pump and dumpers. Like somehow everybody who is in a chain coin holder is a pump and dumper. Even though there's tons of people that have been living off of fucking cryptocurrencies since 2008, 2010, 2013. before this coin was even created. But they're pump and dumpers. They're here for the FUD, right? Which is the other thing I love, is that if you go to the website, they're talking about how they don't pressure anybody, right? That's not their way. They don't tell anybody to get in. Like, that's not... The whole website is telling people to get in on it. Their whole YouTube is telling people to get in on it. The Facebook is telling people to get in on it. But no, they don't pressure people to get in. So... the manifesto, the website, all of that shit doesn't even match up to their own fucking statements. All right. Are you discouraged from asking questions about why other members left? Hey, this other person's not on the Slack anymore. Oh, well, he's a pump and dumper. He made his money and left. Yeah. What a punishment for that guy. Oh no. He went and made a couple $1,000 and left. But, you know, don't worry. You stick with it. You stick with it. You'll get your money. You stick with it. All right. They put down other groups while pointing out that their faults and errors on building themselves up. High on coin statement all the time, right? Crypto market is full of people with Bitcoin is full of evil people. Fear, dishonesty, hateful, trade, blah, blah, blah. Go on and go on. Like, you guys can, it's not hard. You guys can fucking look this up. Just Google warning signs of a cult. Chaincoinholders.com. You can literally just back and forth, read them together. You just can, I mean, if you don't want to see it, that's your choice, right? For all of you, and before somebody goes and goes, hey, you know, legally, he's putting his face on it. I saw somebody earlier today. I was like, he's putting his face on it. He's putting his reputation out there. Okay. He gets paid by YouTube, so anything he says is making him money. I'm not getting paid by YouTube. I have no followers. I have nothing but you guys fucking talking shit. Maybe 5 or 6 people going, huh, wait, that makes sense. So I got nothing out of this. I'm gaining nothing, right? All I'm gaining out of this, I guess, is pure enjoyment, because I know this is going to make you guys even madder. So however that works for you. But yeah, so there's all these wonderful things, and he even started out as it says it's an experiment, you know. But what kind of experiment? He doesn't say what the experiment is. He says, you know, oh, the experiment was to change how things are. But you're changing how things are. How exactly? Because really, the pump and hold scenario isn't new. Like, that's most of cryptocurrency, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, Litecoin, all these other coins, where people found value in them because they worked, they're useful, they're built on something that is valued both by the outside world and inside of the crypto community. It has a finite amount of coins left, purposely designed that way. And so usually you get it, you hold on to it, and you're going to make money off of it, you know? Or if you're a margin trader or a day trader, yeah, you buy it, you wait for it to jump, and you fucking bail, because that's how you do it. You build off of your margins, just like on Forex, just like in the stock market, all this other stuff. But here you have blatant market manipulation by telling you it's not market manipulation. And personally, I don't get it. You go to their Slack, it doesn't exist. The GitHub hasn't had anything in fuck all, right? The site itself hasn't been updated for anything. The only thing pushing this right now is basically this movement where it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Now, and this is why it doesn't add up, because you have to fucking sell to make your gains. Otherwise, you're just in it. Now, if you're in that whole, oh, I got a masternode, you know, okay, now you're $4,000 in, $3,000 in, $2,000 in, while a bunch of other people got their masternodes at 4 cents, 10 cents, 12 cents. So it's in their best interest to keep you fucking buying in on it, right? And the cutoff for the masternodes was already exceeded, and now it's over what it originally was going to be, and so that doesn't compute, right? That math's fucking off. If you look up behavioral finance, you know, this is something you can look into. It's not hard to find, and it says the same things. Like, they created the need and the desire for something that has actually no value, and you only really do these on, you know, junk stocks, penny stocks, all these other things that essentially would go under the radar and then you created a want for them, and the people who are going to get away with it and get away for all the money are not the people that are buying it in at $2 or $3 or $4, or going to the fucking supposed moon of $10 or $100, because there's no development being done on the coin. There's no development being done on the system. So in a year from now, when I really doubt this is going to hold for a fucking year. But if it holds for a fucking year, where's that coin going? What is it doing? Nothing. It still hasn't done anything, right? All these other coins are trying to... IOTA is doing something, right? Ether, the platform is doing something. Litecoin, the platform is doing something. You know, Bitcoin has basically become... I mean, it's gold. It's a market standpoint, so it doesn't have to worry about if it dips here or dips there. It's going to go back up because it's a market standpoint. Anyway, I can't wait to read your massively good comments about how a piece of shit I am for pointing out these blatantly fucking standardized things that if this was in America, this dude would have been arrested by now and gone to jail for SEC violations. But because he's a YouTuber and starts with, I'm not giving you advice, that way he's not legally responsible if you get fucked out of your money. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow.